One thing I learned about myself in math this year is that I needed to not give up on a topic just because it was hard or because I didn't understand it. Looking back, I see that I did that a lot because I got really frustrated. If I didn't understand something, I just would give up. I wouldn't even crack open the textbook. I would just give up and not even try. But now that it's almost the end of the school year, I've realized that I really should have gone the extra mile. I should have asked Miss Mackmore for more help. I should have gone to more office hours. Went on websites, Khan Academy or something like that, so I could really help myself to understand a specific math topic that I was having trouble in. I also learned that you really need to check your work as often as you can because you can know how to do a problem really, really well. You can do any problem like it, but then you'll look back at why you got it incorrect, and then it's because you didn't do the simple math correctly. You added something wrong or you divided something wrong. And those are the worst types of mistakes because they're the mistakes that shouldn't have been made because you knew how to do it. It was just the simple math. Everybody makes mistakes, but that is the mistake that shouldn't happen, and it did happen a lot. So those are the two most important things that I've learned in math this year, besides math. The one of the math topics I'll never forget because it'll be so important later on in future math classes that I'll have is the unit circle. Dr. Garner already came into our class and told us about how important the unit circle is going to be in calculus, and so I know that I'll need to review it over the summer, but I've got it down pretty well right now because we've used it so much in Precalc, but I know I'm not going to forget the unit circle. One of the math concepts that I was really struggling with throughout the entire year was trigonometric identities and manipulating the trigonometric identities. I knew the basic identities like the quotient identities, sum and difference, and half angles, but when it came to manipulating them into problems that we would get, I'd always get really flustered within the first couple minutes because I wouldn't be able to find an identity that would fit that problem. And I would just get really angry and make something up, which is what you shouldn't do. But now I've gone back over and I've seen where I need to work on my manipulating identities, and I will because I want to be good at math. I found a problem that we had before that I got wrong, and then I went over it again and I realized why I got it wrong and I did it correctly. So the problem is cosine 2 theta equals cosine theta, and cosine 2 theta is a trigonometric identity. It equals 2 cosine squared theta minus 1. So after you've done that, you can subtract cosine theta from both sides. So then you get 2 cosine squared theta minus cosine theta minus 1 equals 0. And then you can factor that. So you get 2 cosine theta plus 1 cosine theta minus 1. And there's your answer. And it's a lot simpler than I thought it would be, but I got it now. One of the math concepts that I really enjoyed learning this year was laws of sines and cosines. Because I'm really good at laws of sines and cosines with triangles, I really like to learn it. It's all about SOHCAHTOA. So if you know SOHCAHTOA, you can basically solve any triangle problem that there is. This one here I have, it's a side triangle, and you're going to find the 6 trig functions, sine, cosine, secant, those. And the sines are 12, 13, and 5. So the cosine is 12 over 13, the sine is 5 over 13, and the tangent is 5 over 12. So then to find secant, cosecant, and cotangent, you would just take the reverse of it. So secant is 13 over 12, cosecant is 13 over 5, and tangent or cotangent is 12 over 5. So that's my video for my math final, and have a good year!